We've got a new Brad Pitt, George Clooney movie coming out for all of you that are as big fans of the Ocean's trilogy that I am. This is very exciting news. We know that it is a thriller and it is a drama for Apple TV. The first big story that we have about it, though, because we don't have a title or a budget announced, although we know it's going to be sizable, we know that they are taking a massive pay cut for this movie specifically so that the movie can have a very wide release in theaters. We also know that the movie is going to be a very prominent one because it is hiring the director of Spider-Man No Way Home, John Watts, who's got very interesting ties in the indie world, made some really good stuff there. There's a quote here from George Clooney that kind of gives a glimpse into the deal. He said that it was an exciting time because it got to be one of those weird bidding wars which happens every once in a while, and it ended up being very extreme. Apple came with a really big number for Brad and I, and we said that we'd actually like to take less if we can guarantee that we can get a theatrical release, and they said, great. So I do think that there's a way that we can all coexist. Again, that was George Clooney. So taking a pay cut to create a story that is going to end up getting people much more hyped to get into the theaters, I think is very respectful. We have had, obviously, over the last few years, a huge diminishing in excitement when it comes to going to the theaters. The response to the pandemic, I think, has made it so that people are forced to find other avenues of entertainment, whether it is streaming things online, whether it comes to not even movies or television shows. It just comes to finding new avenues of entertaining yourself, enjoying more things outside, taking up more hobbies of things you have to do, getting much more creative. I don't think that movie theaters have the same level of hype, the same level of FOMO as they did in the last few years. So having people like Brad Pitt, people like George Clooney making these decisions that are going to put new stories in front of the audience to hopefully get people more excited, even if it doesn't end up working out, I think this is a story that highlights that there are good guys and bad guys whenever it comes to the entertainment industry. And George Clooney and Brad Pitt have shown, not just being actors, by also working as producers, working as directors on very interesting projects, that they also have a level of expertise in that avenue, and that they do deserve respect because of that. I see them as some of the good guys, and I feel like this is an example of that. There is a problem with the theaters not having enough hype. Studios, marketing agencies have not done a good job, look at Nightmare Alley, at getting people excited to go and see good and exciting movies. If this is something that ends up working out and getting a lot of people to go and see a new type of story in the theater, then good on them for making this move. What are your thoughts on it? Are you hyped about this type of idea? Do you need more information for this movie to get hyped about it? Leave your thoughts and comments below, and subscribe to 5 Minute Critic for future updates on reviews and movie news.